بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على خاتم الأنبياء وسيد المرسلين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. Welcome back, dear audience. I have to say that I have my own view to the secularism and how it's affect in other nations. People who created Western civilizations, it's not affect them on a bad way. Other nations, it affected on them in a bad way. And I have to give my own side to this secularism. Okay, in secularism, we have this. There are no general principles on life because, as we said early, previous video, we have these assumptions. The principles came from Christian church. Christian church was lying on people, or were lying on people, Western people. So it's a better idea for us is to set that there is no general principles on life. Each portion, each cause, each problem in our life has its own principle. There is no connection between principle. And these what we said about Western civilizations, what they say about discrete ideas and its influence in every stage in their thinking, on every stage in their life. It's even in mathematics, discrete, in physics as well, philosophy. Each portion has its own principle. So it might be good in natural sciences that I think in humanity and human thinking is something that's right to do. So maybe adopt things from single point of view. Maybe something is not good. Maybe. Okay, we have to discuss it. We have to make discussion about secularism. Is it good for humanity to be secularism? Okay. From this point, we have European intellectual, Western intellectual. It's originally created on separated between values, between values and between all values. There's always we have a single value for a single problem. And it's considered religion is only a relationship between person and between its God. It does not affect in our life. It is only doctrine. There is no religions on anything related to our life. It's only a doctrine adopted single by each person. Okay. Okay, let us say that secularism make everything, or treat everything as a science. What I mean by science, as I said early on, we have assumption. We have experiment. And we have conclusion. Everything in our life became science. Most people in the world think secularism that's related to the science. Is it right science is the only source for knowledge? Is it right we considering science as the only source of knowledge? What I do believe it's something wrong. If I put everything on the labs and trying to make it the main source for knowledge, that's mean we turn to be a machine. Humanity turned to be a machine. We only believe in numbers. We don't believe in values. We don't believe in history. We don't believe in something related to our past. So science, secularism and science are two best friends. We could consider them. Modern science, that does not mean science. A lot of times science proves about God's existence, about God Almighty, but they are strange people in the world trying to make science only supportive for its ideas about secularism, about pagan as well. Okay, so in secularism, the main idea for secularism, we isolate religion from everything related to our society, and we allow for educations or non-religion education, or religion and education became separated, and we have this kind of regimes, we kind of state does not believe on religion, and we have an economics, and economics only believe on banks and interest. Okay, and isolate religion from anything related to our life. The second thing they did, we consider, secularism consider our considering science the only source of knowledge, which means if we consider science the only source of knowledge, that means as well religion does not affect in our life. So we are a secular regime. We only believe in science and numbers and experiment, even if experiment take a lot of things from us. This is the only source. But how people live before science is it that always science give us a good things? This is a question I want you to answer it. So we have also material. After that, we isolate religion, consider science the main source of knowledge. So we have atheist belief, we have people only believe in their brain, and if they are able to understand things, that means it exists. Otherwise, if I'm not able to see it or recognize it, that means there's no such thing. Materialism is related to brains. We have a secular regime about everything related to the humanity or to the society. Okay, what else we have? What lead to that? Lead to this, and how Western culture accepted, because Christian church does not accept any science result. It's always conflict with these ideas. So after the people see the evidence of science, that's crack their belief on Christian church. So Christian church should blame in this idea how people turn to be secular other than believer. As I said, the Christian Church was not able to accept science result or understand it. So we have two French philosophers, Auguste Comte and Lévi-Strauss, who considering religions as only an instrument to control primitive people. And this was a shock in their words, how they use it. It's against principle which Western civilization believe on it. So they're trying to destroy any walls of principle and trying to create the new principle, the only source of knowledge or to be a great power is to be a secular. Other than that, you will consider to be a primitive guy. After them, we have Marx and his famous word, the opium. Religion is the opium of people. So if you read this word carefully, he believed that we are able to use opium to control people. The opium, we use it to control people. This is how they see, how they saw the religion. So, what's helped secularism to establish in European society? It's how church use religion. It's allies with royal families, allow them to oppress people. It's built its own wealth, and it is not allow others to be a thinkers, not a free thinkers, because free thinkers is something related to secularism, to be a thinkers and to think scientific way. After that, we have to education. We have religion education, and we have a secular education. Religion education does not allow you to be an employee in a famous institution in your country. Religion is only on church, religion education. Secular education is related to everything: mathematics, engineering, physics, chemistry, economics, philosophy, everything, and it's allowed you to be an employee in all other institutions. So this is how we have this gap, how we get this gap between secular education and religion education. So religion education only related by a church, secular education is only related by secular power, which creates its own emperor in a Europe society. So we have this kind of education, and we have something else was happened. 1905, we have France Parliament was accept the secular as a doctrine for its country, and they 1905, I think, they want to take any religion from any institution in their country. They will allow for anyone to take place in any firm in their country as well. After French Revolution, we have this secular regime, secular people who always have a problem with religion. they're trying to take them over. They're trying to impose their own ideas regardless of any religion. So we could consider France as a first secular country in the modern ages. I do not believe it. I do not accept this idea. I think secularism was found in European culture years or centuries ago from this. In secular, in a modern way, we have it. There is no religion. We are not accepted as a French government. We are not accepted. We have our own educations, our own institutions, far away from any religion source. And you were shocked if you know that on a public firm, any religion employee was kicked out from his job, and we only have a secular employee there. So secularism, it is not only separated between religion and state. We could consider it as something about separate religion from all intellectual ideas, from life, from everything related to our life, and secularism turned to be a tool. Secularism. Secularism is a tool for colonial imperial in Middle East. Let me say that in Middle East, secularism is an idea came from a Western culture. Either you accept it, otherwise if you are not accepted, you will be under siege for the rest of your life. We have many countries who face this kind of punishment, this kind of obligations. Either you accept it, either you will not, either not. So secularism take control from over everything related to our humanity, for literature, for sciences, and it is secularism. It's not only how state separated religion from its principle, or it is a positive doctrine, or it's its own philosophy for the country, but it is a negative situation against religion. If you are a religion, that means you are a bad guy. So some people think secularism, we treated all people as equally, if they are religion or not. No. If you are a religion, you will treat it badly in secular regime. So as a tool for colonials, we have British and we have a French mandate for Middle East, and how these two countries create states who are completely secular, even though they are not admitted or they are not announced. But we have many countries in this region adopt France and British view for secular regime. That's enough for today. Thank you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See you later.